Hey, what's up guys, I'm Myntic, and today I'm going to be talking about how to improve your overall sniping skill on Battlefield 1. Primarily, I'm going to be targeting this towards newer players or players that switched over from Call of Duty to Battlefield. So the first thing I want to talk about here is choosing your rifle. This is one of the most important parts about learning to snipe in Battlefield 1, is choosing a rifle and sticking with it. So what I mean by that is you want to choose one rifle and just don't stop using it. Don't switch to anything else. For me, it was the Russian 1895. I have about 2,000 kills with it right now. And I've started to use some other snipers here and there, but I'm trying to master that rifle first, and that's definitely what you want to do. You want to master a rifle and then switch off to other rifles. Probably the best sniper for beginners is the SMLE Marksman, and that's because it has a large bullet capacity, decent fire rate, and a good sweet spot. So if you're just coming on to Battlefield 1, I would definitely recommend buying the SMLE Marksman and giving it a try. Also, I would definitely go for a scoped rifle instead of iron sights or a carbine sight, and that's because you can be effective at all ranges instead of just being effective at close range or maybe medium range with a carbine sight, and you can as well be more accurate with the scope. So yeah, I would definitely recommend not using iron sights or carbine, primarily at least. And the second thing I want to talk about here is finding good vantage points and positioning. So here's a good example right here. If I ran out onto this A flag here, I 100% would have gotten shot, but I stayed back and I saw a few people and I just stayed back and I just started shooting them. I did not run at them. So yeah, you definitely don't want to just run out in the middle, and you want to find a good point, like right here behind this rock, where you can just snipe down upon them. Another good example is like Snipe Desert on the big rocks, or just in a building on Amiens or whatever. Just find a good point and just stay there, and if things get too hectic, you can always just move, or you can set traps. I do that too. The firebomb is probably the best one. It kills them pretty quickly actually. You can just finish them off with a pistol if they're still alive. Also, using a pistol is essential on Battlefield 1. It's very hard to get good KDs or do well in the game if you don't have a pistol or you're not using a pistol. So you definitely want to pick a good pistol for your sidearm. I would definitely recommend the Mars Automatic, the Frommer Stop. My favorite is the C93. I don't know why, that one just works well for me. Another good one is a P08. A lot of the pistols are actually really good in this game. So just test out what you like the best, and yeah, just go with it. So definitely don't shy away from using a pistol. It can save you from a lot of deaths and ultimately get you more kills in the long run. So yeah. So one thing that's new to anybody that hasn't sniped before, or is coming over from Call of Duty or something else, is leading your shots and bullet drop. So here's a good example here on Snipe Desert. As you can see, I didn't shoot exactly where he was, and I led the shot in front of him because I knew that it was going to take a little bit of time for the bullet to actually travel to my target, if that makes sense. And one thing you definitely got to remember while learning to lead your shots is just be patient. It's going to take a long time to master this, and yeah, just keep trying and don't give up. And that's why it's important to stick with one rifle at the beginning, and you're not switching around all your different guns, because all the different snipers in this game have a different bullet speed, and it takes a different amount of time for the bullet to travel with every sniper. The last thing I want to talk about is bullet drop, and as you can see from the example, I had to aim up a tiny bit so that the bullet would land right on his head, because there's gravity in this game. It's not just, the bullet doesn't constantly go straight, and it starts to drop down as you get farther and farther away. If I was actually shooting at someone on the fortress, I would have had to aim up a lot more just to hit them. Learning bullet drop isn't as hard as learning how to lead your shots. It does take practice and it does take patience, but it is a little easier to get the hang of compared to leading your shots. So that's going to end off today's video, and if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe. This took a lot of time to put together, Also, make sure to check out my last montage. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.